Hey everyone! Welcome back to My Bilingual Life. I'm Laura.
And I'm Carl. Today we're talking about one of the most exciting traditions in American schools, homecoming.
That's right. If you've ever watched an American movie or TV show, you've probably heard the word homecoming. But what does it really mean?
Yeah, it's one of those cultural words that can be confusing if you didn't grow up in the US. It sounds like coming home, right? And that's actually part of the idea.
Exactly. Homecoming started as a tradition in American high schools and universities. It's a big celebration that usually happens in the fall, around September or October.
The main idea is to welcome back former students called alumni to their old school. It's like saying, welcome home.
But over time, homecoming became more than that. Now it's also a week full of school spirit, fun activities, and community pride.
Most schools have a whole homecoming week with events like spirit days, pep rallies, and of course, the big football game.
Let's break that down a little. Spirit days are special themed days during the week when students dress up in fun outfits, like Pajama Day, Twin Day, or School Colors Day.
Right, it's a way for students to show school spirit and have some fun. You might see people wearing crazy hats or matching shirts with their friends.
And then there's the pep rally, a big event in the gym where students, cheerleaders, and the band get together to cheer for their school's sports team.
The goal is to build excitement for the homecoming football game, which is usually the highlight of the week.
That's true. Even if you don't play sports, the football game is a big community event. Families, teachers, students, and alumni all come together to watch and celebrate.
And at halftime, that's the break in the middle of the game, they often announce the homecoming court.
Yes, the homecoming court includes students who were voted as part of the celebration, usually a homecoming king and queen.
That's one of the most famous parts. It's kind of like a friendly popularity contest, but it's really just meant to celebrate students who represent the school spirit.
The king and queen usually wear crowns and sometimes ride in the parade, which is another fun tradition.
Oh, yeah, the homecoming parade. Many schools have one. You'll see decorated cars or floats, the marching band, sports teams, and clubs all going down the main street in town.
It's a time when the whole community gets involved, not just the students. It's one of those moments where everyone feels proud to be part of their school.
And then, of course, there's the homecoming dance.
Right. Usually on Friday or Saturday night, students dress up and go to the school gym or another location to dance and celebrate the end of the week.
It's not as formal as prom, which happens at the end of the school year, but it's still a big deal. People get dressed up, take pictures, and make memories.
So, in short, homecoming is all about school pride, fun, and community. It's a time for students and alumni to feel connected.
Exactly. Whether it's at a small high school or a big university, the tradition is about celebrating where you come from and being part of something bigger.
In the next part, we'll talk about where this tradition came from, how it started, and how it became such a big part of American culture.
Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
So, where did this tradition come from? It actually has a really interesting history.
Yeah, most people think it started at a university, not a high school. In fact, several universities claim to be the first school to celebrate homecoming.
That's true. The most common story says that the University of Missouri held the first homecoming in 1911.
Right. The school invited all former students to come back for a football game against a rival team. They called it coming home, and that's where the word homecoming comes from.
People loved the idea, so much that other universities started doing the same thing, inviting alumni, planning big parades, and creating a week of school pride.
Eventually, high schools started doing it too, and by the 1950s, homecoming had become a big tradition across the United States.
And even though it started as a sports event, today homecoming is about much more than just football. It's about celebrating the entire school community, past and present.
That's one of the reasons it's so popular. It's a mix of nostalgia, fun, and community pride.
And the cool thing is that every school celebrates homecoming a little differently. Some have big parades and fancy dances, others keep it simple with a game, a pep rally, and a small celebration.
Yeah, in small towns, homecoming can be one of the biggest events of the year. The whole town comes to the football game, even people who don't have kids in school.
That's so true. And in big cities, universities might have thousands of alumni visiting campus for special events, concerts, or parties.
Homecoming is really about connection. Students, teachers, parents, and former graduates all celebrating the same school.
Let's talk about some of the traditions that happen during homecoming week. We mentioned Spirit Days earlier, but let's explain them a little more.
Sure, Spirit Days are themed dress up days. For example, one day might be Pajama Day when everyone comes to school wearing pajamas. Another might be Decades Day, where students dress like they're from the 80s or 90s.
And there's usually a school colors day where everyone wears the school's colors to show pride.
Right. It's all about being creative, having fun, and showing school spirit.
And then comes the pep rally, which is usually held in the gym. The cheerleaders perform, the band plays music, and everyone cheers for their team.
Sometimes teachers and students even have funny competitions like relay races or dance offs to make it more entertaining.
Yeah, it's a time to laugh, have fun, and feel connected as one big school family.
Then, of course, we have the homecoming game.
Right. And even people who don't know much about football come just to be part of the excitement. The crowd wears the school colors, the band plays music, and everyone cheers together.
At halftime, they often announce the homecoming court, a group of students voted by their classmates. And at the end, they announce the homecoming king and queen.
It's a big moment. The king and queen wear crowns and sometimes give a short speech or take pictures with their families.
And then, usually on Friday or Saturday night, comes the homecoming dance.
Right. Students dress up, take pictures with their friends, and dance. The gym or event hall is decorated with lights, balloons, and music.
The dance isn't as formal as prom, but it's still special. It's often one of the best memories students have from high school.
And for alumni, people who graduated, homecoming is a chance to visit their old school, see their teachers again, and maybe even watch their kids participate.
That's what makes it so meaningful. It's not just a party, it's a reminder of where you came from.
Exactly. It's a tradition that brings people together students, teachers, families, and the whole community.
In the next part, we'll talk about why homecoming is important, what it teaches about American culture, and we'll finish with a short quiz to help you practice your English.
Perfect. Stay with us. We'll be right back. So, now that we've talked about what happens during homecoming week, let's think about why this tradition is so special.
Yeah, it's not just about football or dances, it's about connection, memories, and community.
Exactly. In many ways, homecoming represents belonging. It reminds people that school isn't only a place to study, it's a place where you grow, make friends, and share experiences.
I think that's why Americans love it so much. It celebrates the idea of coming together, past students, current students, teachers, and even families.
Yes, and for high school students, it's often one of the most exciting times of the year. They get to show their school pride, wear their school colors, and make fun memories with friends.
And for alumni, people who already graduated, it's a chance to visit their school and remember old times. You can walk through the halls, see your old teachers, and think, wow, I used to sit right there.
Yeah, it's a little bit of nostalgia, that warm feeling when you remember something from your past.
Right. And even if people move far away, they can still feel connected to their school. That's why some universities have homecoming weekends where thousands of graduates come back every year.
That's true. It's also interesting to see how the tradition shows a lot about American culture, especially about community and teamwork.
Yeah. In the US, schools are not just about academics. They're a big part of social life and community spirit. Homecoming brings everyone together, even people who aren't students anymore.
It's a celebration of identity, being part of something bigger. When students wear their school colors and cheer for their team, it's a way of saying, "This is my place. I belong here."
That sense of belonging is really powerful. And that's something we can all relate to, no matter where we're from. Everyone wants to feel like they belong somewhere.
Exactly. And that's why it's a great topic for English learners. Because learning a language isn't just about words and grammar, it's also about understanding the culture behind the language.
Right. When you understand cultural traditions like homecoming, you understand people better too. You can talk to Americans about it or recognize it when you see it in movies or TV shows.
Yes. And now, when someone says it's homecoming week, you'll know exactly what that means.
That's right. So, are you ready for our homecoming quiz?
I'm ready. Let's see how much everyone remembers. Question 1. What is the main idea of homecoming? A. To celebrate a sports team. B. To welcome back former students. C. To start a new school year.
The correct answer is B, to welcome back former students or alumni.
Great job. Question 2. When does homecoming usually happen in the U.S.? A. In the spring. B. During the summer. C. In the fall.
The answer is C, in the fall, usually in September or October.
Exactly. Question 3. What event is usually the highlight of homecoming week? A. The school concert. B. The football game. C. The science fair.
That one's easy. B, the football game. That's where the community comes together and sometimes they announce the homecoming king and queen.
Very good. Question 4. What is a pep rally? A. A meeting to study. B. A fun event to build school spirit. C. A dance competition.
The correct answer is B, a fun event to build school spirit.
Nice. Question 5. What does the word alumni mean? A. Teachers. B. Former students. C. New students.
The answer is B, former students, people who already graduated.
Excellent. Question 6. What do students usually do on Spirit Days? A. Take tests. B. Dress up with themes. C. Go on vacation.
The correct answer is B, they dress up with fun themes like Pajama Day or School Colors Day.
Great work. One more question. Why is homecoming important to American culture?
Because it celebrates connection, pride, and belonging, which are really important in American schools and communities.
Perfect answer. If you got most of these right, give yourself a high five.
And if you didn't, don't worry, you still learned something new about American culture today.
Before we finish, let's share one final thought. Homecoming reminds us to celebrate where we come from and the people who helped us grow.
That's so true. It's not just about sports or a dance, it's about gratitude, memories, and pride.
And in a way, learning English is similar. When you study a new language, you're building connections with people, ideas, and cultures.
I love that comparison. So maybe we could say every English learner has their own homecoming moment, the day they realize how far they've come.
Oh, I love that. That's your motivational message for today.
So keep learning, keep growing, and remember, language is more than grammar. It's connection.
Thanks for joining us today, everyone. If you enjoyed this episode, share it with a friend who's learning English too.
And don't forget to follow us for more episodes about English, culture, and everyday life in the United States.
We'll see you next time on My Bilingual Life.
Bye, everyone.